Okay, now once we reach this section of the game, we completed the medallions in the police station, and Lieutenant Brada Marvin has decided to stay back because he's infected. So once we come back through this area, through the police station, Marvin will no longer be mobile. He will be a zombie. But that's later on once we get past that part. But now, what we gotta worry about now is the G1. I know him as William Birkin. That's what people call him, the G1. But I like to call him William Birkin because that's who he is. So, the main things you gotta know when facing Birkin, the first phase of Birkin, is you can just take him out using your handgun. That's it. You don't have to use shotgun, anything else. Just use your handgun. Once you get into the fight, they're gonna provide you with lots of handgun ammunition. It's just a matter of fact of how you use it. It's not the resources, it's your resourcefulness. So take a couple frag grenades and the handgun rounds and some health items, and you will be good in this fight. This fight doesn't even take long. The reason for the frag grenades is because if Birkin grabs you during the fight, you can use those as defense items. But your main thing when you doing this fight is try not to let Birkin get close to you because he will grab you. Okay, first things first, you automatically want to start shooting Birkin. Just as long as you hit Birkin, you'll be good. Regular, normal shots to the body does minimal damage. To get the more dangerous damage, you shoot him in the eye, of course. But when Birkin's chasing you, you can aim your gun to aggro his hits. So, but just don't try to get close to him. If you get close to him, he will grab you. I learned that the hard way, or he will automatically swing and get you in danger. So just keep trying to bait him like I'm baiting him here, and you'll see him do a move like he'll grab or he'll swing. Just don't do it too close enough or you end up like this, like I was, and having to waste a health item. But as long as you just shoot, just hit a body part, hit the eye when you can, and aggro him to hit by aiming, you'll be fine. And when Birkin hit me right there, I was a little defeated at the moment because I was like, damn, I was this close to doing a no damage run and Birkin fucked it all up for me. But there you go, you see my flaws. I'm not a perfect player, so it really doesn't matter to me. I'm cool. As long as I didn't die, that's all I really cared about. That's why I always say when you play on hardcore difficulty on Resident Evil, if you're brand new, you don't know the routes. Like, I know some things, but I tend to forget some things. That's why I always say bring you a health item, because a health item is very valuable. They give you health items during this fight, but you have to go around fences in order to grab the herbs and combine them, and that's a little bit of waste of a time. My first experience fighting Birkin when I first got the game, I was like shaking with his head cut off because I wasn't used to this section right here. On the original version, you just fighting like on a platform, and you shoot him like a couple times, and then he'd just fall off the platform with the pipe. Unlike this one, it's a more extended version of that. So in this fight, when he comes at you, he's right behind Leon. Like, you don't have no room to breathe. And as you see, I unfortunately got grabbed there. So that's what the grenade is used for, as a defense item. Okay, we get Birkin to swing one more time. This shit hits. Swing, a couple shots, and that is it.
Somebody's watching.
With the first version of Birkin defeated, just go around collecting all the rest of the resources, the herbs, the frag grenades, the handgun ammunition that you left or might not have picked up. Just make sure everything's clean down here, then head upstairs. It'll be a herb upstairs in the locker and another herb on the floor.
Damn. Need a key card. You gotta be kidding me. Get off of me!
Hey!
Who is that?
Stay sharp. Lower it. FBI.
Sorry. Thank you. For your help.
Surprised you made it this far.
FBI, huh? What's going on here?
Sorry, that information's classified.
Where are you going?
Do yourself a favor. Stop asking questions and get the hell out of here.
Hey!
We are now introduced
I'm
to
not done
Ada
talking
Wong,
to you.
and we are introduced to the most annoying enemies in every Resident Evil game known to man. And that is the fucking dogs of death. And we will be encountering them very often in the parking lot section. But I'm going to show you how you get rid of the majority of them. But we about to meet Brad in a minute, so.
Hello?
Hey,
I don't believe it. A real human. Hello, human.
you been here long?
Long enough. Are we the last ones alive?
No, there's a few of us.
Huh. That's good news, I guess.
Yeah.
That's of course Irons sent you.
Irons. You mean Chief Irons. Is he still around?
Who cares? Hopefully he's somebody's dinner by now.
What do you mean by that?
He's the bastard that locked me in here.
I'm sure he had a good reason.
He did. I was about to blow the whistle on his dirty ass. the same thing to him, I guess. Hey, I'll make you a deal. Unlock this cell and I'll give you this. There's no other way out of that parking garage. Believe me.
Sorry, I can't do that. I have to talk to the chief first.
Look, we're both prisoners in this station. So either we play nice and help each other out, or... Shit. It's coming.
What? What's coming?
Come on. Come on, don't be an asshole. Okay, you need this. Just get me the fuck out of here!
Oh my god. Who is that?
It's just me. So you can put that thing away.
I don't even know what happened. It just happened so quick.
I told you to get out of here. You wouldn't want to end up like Ben, would you?
You knew him?
He was an informant. Had information of use to my investigation.
So what he said was true? Hey, you can't keep walking away from me. I don't even know your name. I'm Leon Kennedy.
Find a way out, Leon. Before it's too late. Then we'll talk. Name's Ada.
Well, I guess the deal's on.
Now, in the remake version, Brad dies pretty quick upon Leon and Ada meeting him. Well, Leon meeting him, but Ada doesn't meet him on this part in the remake. In the original, Leon and Ada meet him and talk to him like twice before Birkin kills him. But on the remake version, the Tyrant kills him, which is sort of different. But anyway, that was Brad. Now he's dead. And we have to get the parking permit off his body by solving a puzzle. But anyway, you want to come over here after grabbing the tool, go into the shooting range on the left and just grab the shotgun shells and the key inside of this box here. And that's really all you need out of this room. You can use the diamond key that you get later inside the morgue for this door over here, but the zombies will awaken in this room. And what's in that room right there that you use the diamond key on is a red herb in the film. And I think what that film holds on it once you develop is hiding places so you can find the fuel, some fuel for the flamethrower later on in the game. And you can get an upgrade for your magnum. So it's up to you if you want it or not, but you have to be very cautious of the zombies in the shooting range. But we open the box and get the car key out of here, and then we discard it and use it on this car here, and we get an upgrade for the Matilda. We get a gun stock, which is makes our Matilda shoot faster rounds, and we're going to be using those rounds with these dogs pretty soon. And as you can hear, the dogs are waiting for us. But we're going to go in here, we're going to kill all 3 dogs that are trapped in these cages right now, because you do not want to come back in this area without killing these dogs, because they will make it very, very hard for you to get out of this area. Trust me. So they roughly go down from 3 or 4 bullets a piece. And then once you're done with that, you want to get the high grade gunpowder. And once you go out this door on the right, it'll be a blue herb on the other side of this barricade there. What you naturally want to do is go into the morgue, head, open up this second morgue container. It'll be a red herb in here, and go to the last on this side of the row, and then there'll be a flash grenade in here. You're gonna want to grab all these. The herb if you need help items, and the diamond edge key for this side. But you gotta be careful when grabbing it, because if you grab it, the zombie will wake up. So don't waste your bullets on the zombie. Just come back later when you have less inventory slots, and then come back and grab that stuff in there. You want to use the crank on this door here. Alright, once you come over here to turn the power on, all you gotta do is cut the last 2 switches on, and that'll cut the power on. Once you cut the power on, just run up out of the room. You don't have to worry about that dog on the right. Because once you get to the opposite side where he is, he's going to jump over the fence. You don't have to worry about him. But first dog in the dog is just straight out the door. Just shotgun him and he'll die. The next one you want to bait, so you want to bait him to come out. So you want to do a counterclockwise circle and then wait for him and then shoot. And then you can go in the morgue and collect the diamond edge key. Careful for that zombie. But if you have less inventory slots, if you have multiple open, I hope you would grab more stuff. Be careful of this dog here. Do not try to use a shotgun. I tried to do it twice and it never works for me. It's like he get like an iframe like the game and like glitching somehow and moving to the left and you can't shoot him. So you want to use your pistol right there. And for these 3 dogs, people get them with the Matilda, but I can never get them. So I always tend to either get caught, shoot one, and then they all get alerted at me, and then they'll come over here. So I do my best to run back and just keep them trapped between this door and this car area section here, and just shoot them with the shotgun. It takes a little bit of time, but I don't feel like getting attacked by the dog. That's the best strategy I have. So testing this out, the easiest way I saw to do it is don't press A when opening the door. Just move your character up, move Leon up into the door, and the dogs will try to attack him. Once they try to attack him, just use the shotgun, and that's the quickest way. Because if you press A, he'll open the door wide, and then the dog will jump on you, and then you have to use a defense item, and you don't want to do that.
Shit.
Now we're going to head upstairs to where we pulled Elliot out earlier on in the game. And we're going to have to deal with a couple of zombies and put up a couple of things in the inventory safe room. So you want to go to the right here first and pick up these shotgun shells. They can be hidden. And put some things up in the inventory. And there would be magnum rounds, an electronic part in here, a blue herb, some gunpowder, and some magnum rounds, and some handgun rounds, I believe. Every time you turn the lights on in the safe room, you get a bit of glimpse of the soundtrack of the safe room, which is a pretty good soundtrack, I might add. Resident Evil games always have good soundtracks. So that's what attracted me to games like Resident Evil and Silent Hill, because the soundtrack, the gameplay, the characters. That's why I like those games so much. You want to go over here, 3 zombies you have to deal with. Use your shotgun to take them out. If something like this happens, just do what I do here after I take this guy out. Because this guy is not dead, so you want to use your knife. Make sure he is dead. Don't waste any ammo than you have to. The more and more you play it, the more and more you get used to doing this. You're gonna want to come in and get the high grade gunpowder I didn't get the first time I came through here, so I'm gonna grab that. And by the way, this is one of the hiding places for the upgrades for the Magnum, so you're gonna want to come back here. If you want the upgrade for the Magnum, you don't per se need it, but if you want it, this is one of the hiding places you can go to grab it.
What?
And you can only grab it once you develop the film that's needed for it. Remember that. I like to kill Marvin because he can get in the way sometimes.
Lieutenant.
But the main thing you want to do when you're in a match in the second time around, you can get the portable safe, and then you can open both portable safes and put them in a key code area, and then you can get everything in the key code area. You're going to use up the crank, and you're going to go up to the clock tower and start the machine up in the clock tower in order to get the electronic part. That's the main objective for this. Going to the mansion, not the mansion, but the police station again. I'm getting confused thinking in the first game with the second game. And you're going to grab the club key. You're going to be chased by Mr. H the second time around in the police station. And you want the main objective is the electronic part, but you can take this time to gather more resources if you want to, because I believe I beat the game with 20 minutes to spare, so that should give you more than enough time to figure out the portable safes and then get the extra equipment and stuff that's in there that needed, or any upgrades for your Magnum, or the fuel for the flamethrower, anything you want. So you should have more than enough time. I went down there and boarded that window up for later because you have to go down there in order to get the jewel bots to place the red jewel in to get the ID badge in order to get the Magnum. So you're going to want to do that. And up here we're going to take out 2 zombies. Shotgun. Don't worry, it'll be shotgun shells on the shelf there. When you come back, when you do this area with Claire, it'll be the same. So with Claire, it'll be grenade launcher rounds there. Just use your grenade launcher on both of those zombies and then get the grenade rounds on the shelf there. And when you up here, leave the cog, the spinning cog wheel in the middle of the floor so you can come back and grab it once you get on the 3rd floor. The reason you want to leave that cog wheel up there is when you come back on the 3rd floor and circle back around to unlock the door to get in there. That's when you want to grab the wheel because you have that door unlocked and it's an easier route in order to the clock tower, so you can use both cog wheels once you get there. But it'll be green herbs over here. You can mix them with the red herb upstairs and the blue herb on the 3rd floor, the ladder I just dropped from. You can get over here and your shotgun. Shoot the zombies in the head, or you can get shit like that.
Oh, what the hell?
But turn the switch on. You want to go in there and grab the clover key and the ink ribbon and put some more stuff in the inventory. We extinguished the fire grab the red herb, and we come around and we have our first encounter with the tyrant, Mr. X.
Jesus Christ!
What I'll do is I baited him there. It takes time in order to do that, man. It took me a long time in order to do that. So, if you're not confident, don't do it. Just come back out the way you came in and just lure him outside and just go in that way. But when the timer's on you, you quickly want to go downstairs to the bottom floor and go in that room and grab the jewel box and grab whatever resources you need. Only thing that's in there is handgun rounds. The most important thing is the jewel box. It's some gunpowder in here. It's handgun ammunition and some documents. That's the only thing you really. That's the only thing that's really in this room. But the only thing you really need is the jewel box and the handgun rounds in the other room. And I had to discard my shotgun shells, but I only had one, so it's not that really big of a deal. If you get down here fast enough, the timer will bust out that wall there, like he did in the original. Now you don't want to waste no time. You want to get rid of the clover key as quickly as possible. So the clover key only have two uses. The first use is in that room I just got done using it, and the other use is in the west hallway. So you want to go to the west hallway where we encountered those zombies, where we used the bolt cutters at. That door that was locked on the right side, we're going to use it there, and we're going to grab the jack. And when we grab the jack, that is used to remove the jack from the shelves in the library, so we can move it and walk across the top and then unlock the door and get to the spare parts that we need in order to activate the clock tower. Now on our way to this area, we're going to activate and deactivate the liquor at the same time. So we're going to run in, get his aggro, and then run back out the door. What this does is make the liquor get out of position. What I like to do in this area, I like to wait for this zombie to bust in, because once you grab the jack, Mr. X will be in this room as soon as possible. So I like to knock this guy down because he is a nuisance. Knock him down, shoot him in the leg as many times as I can. Wait for Mr. X and then exit the room. I'm gonna have to come back through this way ever. And there is no liquor in sight because you deactivated the liquor. That's just like a small trick, and it's very helpful. So what you want to do now is you want to go upstairs to the library and put the jack in. Put the jack in and only have to move the shells one time. That's why you do it earlier in the game before Mr. X gets here, so you have a set pattern, because you don't want to do it when Mr. X gets here, because you will be in this room for a very long time if you let that happen. But in this area here, you want to go all the way around, unlock the door, and get the card, the big card. You gotta deal with two zombies over here first. I buckle these two, and then I have a spare grenade, so I throw it at them Because if you don't kill both of them, the cop zombie, he'll be on this side once you unlock this door and get the card wheel. And you don't want that to happen. And Mr. X will be up here too. So you want to come over here and grab the card gear. Sit the hell down. Oh yeah, be one. It's always gotta be one. But you want to put the card gear in here. But you're not finished with it. You want to grab the card gear again because you're gonna have to put it upstairs. What you would do is, what you're doing is essentially just switching the card gears. So you want to put the big gear up here and take the small gear out and put the small gear downstairs.
Hope I don't have to write a report on this.
When you finish that, there will be some gunpowder back here. So I recommend grabbing it. You can never go wrong with gunpowder at all. But that's essentially it. After this, we don't really need to come back to the police station unless you want to get all the stuff that's in the Seiko room. Once we get the electronic parts, we no longer need to come back here. We on our way back to the garage. Put the parts in and solve the puzzle and grab the parking permit key card. I got one final stop to make. I will be showing you guys where you grab the Magnum at. The ID badge that we picked up from the crown jewel box. Remember, you want to be careful in this area because there is a liquor here. But you're going to use the ID badge. If you examine the badge and turn it around, it'll be a flash drive on the back of it. And you stick it into the computer. And it downloads a file on the computer. And then you open it up the file and then it unlock the gate. And there would be a letter from Chris. And there would be a Magnum there. And the reason I'm so timid here is because on the previous run prior to this, the tyrant was trapping me between this door and the liquor, so I had to keep going in back and forth waiting for the tyrant to leave. And then I finally found that he was on the other end, so I decided to run. So that's why I was so timid right there, and I didn't want to get caught or nothing like that. But we're coming up on the final stretch to the police station, so I am going to put up the ID badge for now, the STARS badge, and until I get to the sewer section. For now, I'm just going to carry. I shouldn't carry a health item, but I believe I did. So I shouldn't. You don't need to carry a health item. Just carry some flash grenades, electronic part, and you can put practically everything else up. You only need 2 flash grenades, but anyway, so Because after that, you're going to be getting chased by the gator anyway. Okay, when we get up here, we're going to put the two electronic parts in and solve the puzzle. Once we solve the puzzle, we go in there and Brad's cell, grab the parking garage key card, and it'll be a first aid next to the toilet. Grab that, grab the walkie-talkie, and grab the note on the table.
That doesn't explain the rumors about the orphanage. I just find it way too coincidental Umbrella's one of the benefactors.
You told me this interview was about the new scholarship Umbrella set up.
Come on, that nobody cares about that. They want to know about the G virus
Where did you hear about this?
and that big fucking sinkhole in the city, which, by the way, rumor has it goes straight to your underground lab. Now, are you going to talk to me, or are you going to...
This interview's over.
Bitch.
Alright, so once we get out of here, all the cell doors will open. All we need to do is just flip this switch on the left. Don't go that way, or you will be trapped between Mr. X and those zombies, and you will die. So you want to use the flash grenade on Mr. X when he comes through. Be careful you don't hit the flash grenade on the cell bars at the top there, as Leon has that throwing animation like that. You want to make sure you always get that throwing animation.
This is getting old. Saving your ass, that's twice.
I didn't realize you were keeping score.
Look, this isn't a game.
You gotta kill me.
Nothing dies down here. I take it you have the key card.
Yeah, and this. I was hoping you could explain what's on it.
Maybe. After I hear it. Let's get out of here.
Is that the intel you needed?
Unfortunately, no. Ben didn't come through.
Well, what exactly are you looking for?
More info on the people responsible for this mess.
We wait right here until Ada
Road's
gets
out.
here to unlock the door.
Going through that gun shop looks like
When
the
you come in
only
the
way.
gun shop, there would be some handgun rounds, some shotgun upgrades, and I believe a frag grenade.
What a mess.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
I said, don't move.
I'm just passing through. I'm gonna ask you to lower that weapon.
I tell you what, you're gonna turn around and go right back out the way you came in.
I think your daughter needs help, sir.
Don't tell me how to deal with my daughter.
Drop it.
No! Wait!
Step aside. We need to terminate her before she turns.
Terminate. It's my fucking daughter.
Ada. Just let them be.
Emma? Sweetheart, I told you to stay put.
Daddy?
Yeah, Daddy's here. Okay? Those fucking things outside. What they did to us. You're a cop. You're supposed to know something. How did this happen? Huh? She was our sweet little angel.
Mommy?
I was sleeping, honey. Okay? And I'm gonna put you to bed too, okay? Emma. Just go. Just give us some privacy.
You know, it's one thing to keep the truth from me, but why him? I want to find out what's happening here and stop whoever's behind it. Helping people like them? That's why I joined the force.
My mission is to take down Umbrella's entire operation. We may not make it out.
Whatever it takes to save this city. Count me in.
Heard of the Umbrella Corporation?
Yeah, such what Umbrella
They're
did
a
to their
pharmaceutical
family.
company secretly making
Took his wife and
bioweapons.
took his
They
daughter.
have a virus. It turns
Sucks,
people
man.
into indestructible monsters.
That explains the horrible things I've seen.
As you may now know, that guy is a part of the free DLC that dropped
She's the
in
one
early February, I believe.
Based on what you've
I
said,
will be playing that.
Sewer seems
so
fitting.
Be on the lookout for that.
gee, thanks. Can't imagine a real scientist being down here.
According to HQ, this leads right into Umbrella's secret facility.
Come on. Sewers are run by the city. How could they have a facility without the authorities knowing?
We're coming up on one of the most fun parts of the game,
Umbrella's controlled
the
by
fight
the
with
secret.
Alligator.
Jesus!
It was fun in the
That
original, but they
earthquake?
just made it more funner in the remake version.
What the hell?
He knows what's down here.
fighting the gator is not all that hard. What you really want to do is just go move left and then
Again?
move to the right
It's not too
and then
late
move
turn
back to the left. You do that, you can
chance.
easily defeat the
You're stuck with me to
alligator.
the end. Ugh. You sure this is the right way?
Unfortunately.
Wait there.
Leon! Get out of there!
Holy shit! Chew on that, you overgrown son of a bitch.
Leon, up here.
What the hell was...
Just get up here. Can't say I didn't warn you.
You said the virus turned people into monsters, not reptiles.
Fair point. I'm just impressed you made it in one piece.
So let me get this straight. Umbrella sells monsters like that to who? Our military? Somebody else's?
They don't sell the monsters. They sell the viruses that make them. And Annette is who makes the viruses. Scary as that alligator was, Annette is far more dangerous.
Definitely William's handiwork.
Identify yourself.
Annette Birkin.
She's who we're looking for?
Not much time. Need to dispose of it.
We're here for the G-Virus.
That's not gonna happen.
I'm warning you, Doctor.
Oh yeah?
Hey!
Stop!
You'll never get the T-virus!
Didn't expect that from a scientist. Leon,
Forget about me. Just go. Stop her before she gets away.
I'm right outside the facility, in pursuit of Annette. If it's not on her, it must be in the nest. Once it's in hand, I'll call for extraction. You can run, Annette, but you can't hide. It's secret weapon time.
Do you play as Ada, the only thing you're going to be doing is hacking. Hacking fans, hacking vents, that type of thing. You encounter zombies, but it's a way to work around them so Ada don't get damaged at all. Unless you know what you're doing. But once we get there, I'll show you how to transverse through that area. You're going to completely avoid that zombie. You want to go over here and grab the handgun ammunition here. Once you get downstairs, you can avoid this zombie here too by just running over to the crate on the right. And right there to the left, you can dodge right through this little area. You don't have to worry about it until later, until you get the flashbang. You're going to pull out your hack here, hack this over here. Go to the back and grab the handgun rounds and the flashbang. Now what you're just going to simply be doing is just shooting zombies in the knees and flashbanging the rest. Since this guy's on the ground, we don't need to worry about him. There we go. 2 zombies always. By the time you get back over here, these 2 zombies will always be here. The 3rd zombie will be back here. But if you can run past him, you can run past him. But if he's blocking your way, just shoot him in the knees and run past him. Now up here, you're gonna encounter Mr. X, but as long as you do everything I do here, you don't have to worry about it.
Always been good at running, Annette.
So you're gonna use your hacker. That's all you're gonna use. You want to quickly hack this over here, this system here, to open the gate. Now you want to open the gate, then quickly look up and use your hacker to flip the switch to the fan so you can hack it faster. And you want to hack it now, because if you hack it now, Mr. X, he's right behind you. You got plenty of time, so you'll be alright. And you're gonna come over here and pull the lever and grab the ID wristband and then do some more hacking. That'll be the end of Ada's section. It's very quick. As opposed to the one on the original. On the one on the original, she just move a couple boxes to get the clover key and some shotgun shells and give it back to Leon, and that's it. This is a little bit more fleshed out than that one was.
Bravo. Gonna burn me alive now.
You'll never get your filthy hands on the G.
I'm not the only one after it. You realize that?
And you won't die alone.
So your first fan will be on the bottom left. And then work on the fan on the left. It's go left, right, and then the middle. So click the switch on the left and go for the fan that's on the right. And then you will look for the switch on the right side. And then go for the fan that's in the middle. And that's how you get out of this area.
That bitch knows what she's doing.
And once you enter the door and walk across the platform, that'll be the end of Ada's section.
Your ID is authorized until October 1st. Please return before this date.
Not gonna happen.
Enough with this cat and mouse game.
The game is over.
You lost. Tell me, is your husband still alive? Or did you kill him so you could take credit for G?
Interesting theory.
If you don't cooperate, I'll get a sample from the nest. Over my dead body. Where's Leon when I need him?